remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I
Yo, what's good, everybody? We are back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday. Man, y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and I make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we got music Mondays. Dunks, normally this is where I would introduce him, but I think, I believe, all honestly, I think it's his boo's birthday, so I think they're out celebrating the town. So happy early birthday, I believe, to Dunks' boo. We are all cool, so it ain't no like shade or anything like that. So salutes to Dunks and his boo. They're out celebrating. Happy birthday to them. Don't want to show no no hate or any shade or anything like that. Always good to celebrate another year in life. So we want to keep things positivity onto that. But I'll see the topic, man. Smash the like button. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord. It is free to sign up at the top of the chat. Hopefully y'all can see me okay. Hopefully visuals is better. Hopefully I'm not freezing this time during the live. Hopefully everything is moving right back in the scheduled program, man, because sometimes you just run into technical difficulties. But tonight's topic, man, we're talking, are today's sneakers designs trash? Is the originality for sneakers done? And this is all inspired from Jalen Brown pretty much go sneaker shopping. I remember he actually did when he went go sneaker shopping with you know who. Don't want to mention too much of their name because you know how they be. But when he went sneaker shopping, he pretty much said that today's designs were trash. So I do got that article pulled up. We're going to dive through that. Also want to just kind of touch on the poll that I put up earlier today as well in the community tab. Those Aqua 6s dropped, man. Who actually went for those guys? Y'all sign off in the comment section for that as well. Let me read and see who all we got in the building, and then we're just going to dive right on into to the night's live, man. Y'all let me know if y'all are feeling everything and everything is looking good. We got Life of Ashley in the building, says, hey, everybody. What up, Ashley? We got Man with the Kicks in the building, says, what's Gucci Sold Out family? What up, what up? We got Yo from Kwame, what up? Man with the Kick says, just got home from chilling with the family, food shopping, then dinner. Okay, cool. Make sure you post that meal up in the food network in the up in the Sold Out Discord, man. Y'all know how it is, man. I don't know, man. I just like good food. You know what I mean? Manny with the Kick says, what's up to Kwame? We got No Hype in the building with the salute. What up, No Hype? What up? What up? Says, donating plasma, but wanted to say what's good to the fam. Okay. Okay, cool. What's up, man? You always seem like you're very active, man. So I respect it. I respect it. Manny, my guy, salutes from No Hype. Divine Photos in the building says, what up, what up? I just saw you posted that on feet pic as well. I just showed some love to that in the Sold Out Discord as well, man. Definitely be keeping me motivated to make sure I'm staying on top of mine as well, man. You got a very, very nice collection. The Slayer in the building says, we're here, 100. What up, Slayer? Man with the Kick says 85, 100. Man with the Kicks, Divine and Slayer salutes. Man with the Kick says Sheesh Polo, Diamond Dancing Tonight. I told you, Manny. I know what you keep saying. Like you're saying, like I didn't change the camera or anything. It's crazy how a little bit of lighting can go a long way. Like I right in my like sneaker room, which is back there now. Like literally, I just changed the lighting in a couple other spots, and I've noticed like it's finally brought out that extra stuff in the camera, man. So appreciate that. You know, bling bling like Lil Wayne, you know, and then trying to be like those boys, man, or be like myself, as a matter of fact. Man with the Kicks, we got Divine Photo that says salute to Manny. Divine Photo says, I looked at the reimagined Royal Ones and I prefer the OG. I think a lot of people are starting to see that as we get closer to seeing that shoe. I think that suede quality, and me and the Goodfellas was having that conversation last night, man. Something they didn't do right with those. Like they should have basically, all they had to do was do it like the Chicago Reimagines. But no, we got a suede and it doesn't look like that, like top of the line quality. And it could be. We haven't seen nobody in hand with them yet. But, and also, salute to Manny, he brought this up as well. Usually by now, as we getting, like, we only got 3 months left in the sneaker, like, drops for the rest of the year. If they're going to drop this year, which I believe they are, most people are already, you've been seeing them floating around with the got 'em earlies or pretty much, and that's not taking a shots at anybody or anything like that, but normally we've already been able to see it in hand, like, review or people trying to sell them real hard. Pause. I don't think those are going to do as good as the Chicago Reimagines, but that's just me, or the lost and founds, we should call them, but y'all know what I mean. I don't think they're going to do as well, but we shall see as we get closer to that date. But I don't like how they did those, and, you know, I'm not trying to take shots at anybody here or anything like that, but I'm going to speak for myself. I was the first one, when I seen those mocked up images, I feel like I was the first one that was like, yo, these ain't it. These ain't it. And everybody was like, oh, you tripping, Polo, you tripping. I'm like, nah, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this, my thing is, I didn't like the original mocked up images. So I knew for a fact when we got closer, I'm like, and it could have been 50-50 because sometimes things change. It could be one of those things where like, yo, you see the images, they don't look good, but then you see them in person, they look amazing. And then you see some of them where in the images they look amazing, but then when you get them in hand, they got quality control issues. It's always that factor too that you always got to think about. So to be honest, I don't think much is going to change because sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words as well. So you got to keep that in mind. Let's see. Let me hit the chat again. No Hype says I passed on the sixes. I'm gonna pull up the poll. I believe, right? I got it up behind me. Pause. But I got the poll up behind. Pause. That does not sound right. What I did in the community tab is up. I don't know how I want to say that because it sounds weird. I'm gonna see, but it looks like majority of the people passed on those as well. No Hype says Divine Photos facts. Karen K says all the kicks born apart from some of the SBs. What up, Jay Jones? What up, Karen K? What up? I see you been on that fitness tip too, man. Getting right. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm a big gym advocate as well, but I got to give you props. I see you too, man, and you be putting the numbers up as well. And I think there's another person that be putting their numbers up as well too. So salutes for keeping that fitness section active, y'all. We got Brian Wills in the building. Says, what up, Jay? What up? Mannery Kick says salute to Dunks and his boo birthday cake. Most definitely. Cedric Vapor says Yerk. What up, Cedric? Manny says Karen K100 salute. Divine Photo says I heard some people got their Born and Raised orders canceled today. I got an article up on that as well. And matter of fact, before I dive into tonight's topic, I'm gonna see what that's reading about. But I saw that actually posted up on I think Soul Retriever, where some people's Born and Raised did get canceled. So I saw that as well. Divine Photos. Karen K says what up, Manny. Manny Kick says I agree. Divine OG Royal Ones drip, and I have those. But to be honest, I wouldn't say it's time for a fresh pair. Granted, mine got that like glittery stuff on it where, you know, like if you haven't worn them in a while, you got to wipe them down before you can rock them. So I still think mine are in still pretty good condition, but I did wear them a lot. The Slayer says this isn't actually a topic that deserves more recognition. Big Bro Jay staying on top. Most definitely, man. I just, you know, salutes to all the other sneaker YouTubers as well, man. Whether they like me or not, at the end of the day, you gotta stay consistent in this thing, man. Whether you doing any type of YouTube, so salutes to all the YouTubers. You gotta stay consistent, and sometimes these topics just don't jump out at you. Sometimes these content stuff just don't jump out at you. So it involves a little bit of creativity and a little bit of thought, and you just really gotta love the game. You gotta do something you love, and at the end of the day, whether my number's short or not, safe to say I definitely love sneakers, and I love the sneaker community and what we trying to bring back. So, you know, salutes to everybody. Appreciate that, Slayer. Divine Photo says, with the amount of backdooring and resellers having majority of the pairs, it's not shocking people's orders getting canceled. This is true, but they kind of stopped that a little bit too. But a lot of these stores didn't have their pairs to begin with because they probably did get backdoored. And I ain't got to say no names, but I think, all honesty, to be fair, Nike should do a drop on their sneakers app. They should do a drop on the sneakers app because they just did it on the website. And let's just keep it 100. You know, and I know, and Dunks know, and everybody else that's into sneakers know that you had a very, very slim chance of hitting it on their website. Anytime a shoe drop on their website, I'm not saying people don't hit, but it's very, very slim to none to actually hit on those actual websites. You got a better like 50-50 chance with sneakers. At least you're going to be able to enter, even though they get botted too. And like I said, I seen somebody say it, I want to say like last week, sometime they missed the old days where you could just pull up. But also, a lot of backdooring gets done. So, I mean, either way, you're just a rock and a hard spot if you're just trying to play the game fair. No Hype says, I've never liked them joints, but flip a pair, laughing my ass off. Manny Kick says, LOL 85 facts. I wasn't super crazy about them, which I saw too in the sold out Discord. Somebody had a pair and they're trying to do a trade for the mummies, right? And, you know, they asked everybody's opinion in the sold out Discord, and we got like a 50-50 chain going on right now. No major beef about it, but at the end of the day, all I was just trying to say is, like, if homie's not going to wear the shoe and he prefer the mummies instead, I get what everybody else is saying. Like, we're looking at the values of the shoe. Like, sure, safe to say that sure, the mummies is probably stuck where they're at. They're probably, if they do creep up, it's gonna be like more up, and I get it, right? So I get it that like now he has a pair of dunks that are actually worth more than that. So I get it, like I get what people are looking at. The born and raises are worth more, like at least a couple $100 more, and that's just kind of like eyeballing it. It's probably even worth like a couple $100 and some change, right? If we're gonna keep it 100. But I mean, yeah, if you do the deal right, he should, all honesty, he should be able to get those mummies and cash on top, or mummies with something extra. Like maybe they got like another pair of dunks that I want, like some pandas or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a win-win. That, but even still, the pandas have dropped down too. So I mean, it would have to be another decent dunk. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's really, you should be, as a true sneaker collector, man, and I'm assuming we all here, you should be buying what you want or what you like. What you like at the end of the day too, man. The value does help, but I mean, sure, only time I really think about the value of my sneaker collection is when somebody asks me, and then I really sit down, I'm like, yeah, X, Y, Z. But I mean, I don't really put them, I've really just been going after what I like, But I see both sides, so I ain't tripping on it. No hype laughing. Let's see. Man with the kick says, pause, Dame Dash voice. Man, my bad, man. Y'all know what I meant, though. It says, SISA be doing the same thing as well. Most definitely. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah, the fitness joint. Most definitely. Yeah, salutes to SISA. Man, it says Polo and NY Dad YouTube collab coming soon. Bing bong. Most definitely, man. I gotta hit homie up because I don't think he gonna probably reach out to me. But I mean, if he wanna hop on a Sold Out Live, especially like days like today or something like that to get up on the topic, that would have been dope too. Because I didn't know, Dunks had, his boo celebration, so this could have been thing. But also, I would like it where me, him, and all Dunks could all chop it up as well. I'm open to work with anybody. Slayer, well, within reason, but I mean, he seems cool. I've checked out his content. Slayer says, today's sneaker designs aren't trash per se, but they are super repetitive. I mean, this is true. I could say, and to be honest, to be fair, Jordan Brand's got their silhouettes in stone. And also, to play devil's advocate, do we really, we say we want something new, myself included. I'd be like, yo, I'd never forget it. We could say even Yeezys, because this ain't just about Jordans. This ain't just about Jordans. This is about just sneakers as a whole. We can talk Yeezy and Adidas when they were putting out the same shoe, different silhouette. Jordan Brand them been around a lot longer, so they got a lot more silhouettes. Yeezy them don't have as many silhouettes, and obviously we ain't finna get no more for a long time unless they kiss and make up, which I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either, but that's another topic, another live. But I say how to say, like, if anybody was getting repetitive, it was the Yeezy joint. Now, at that point, it was time for them to come with another silhouette, because Jordan Brand them got at least, for the most part, I say we all gravitate 1 through 15, but they got other models as well. They got Nike Dunks, they got highs and lows, but even still, if they keep throwing out, like, bro, I have so many Jordan 1s in my collection, I'm tired of Jordan 1s low-key. Even though they still fire, we want to see them work on another silhouette. A lot of people been saying they want to see the 10s. They want to see the 10s. So Nike them have been repetitive, but it took us longer to notice it because they've been doing it for so long. They've been in the game for so long. You know what I mean? They've been really holding it down, and they started out with just dope silhouette after silhouette. And it was also during the time where Jordan himself was playing. But I get it. If you be in the game, also, it could be a sign of you just being a collector for so long. Some of that stuff started to do look the same over a while. And I think that's where the stage I'm in, where like I've been doing this for X amount of years. And it's easy for me to skip on some stuff, and some stuff I'm just like, oh man, they're finally putting these back out. Like, we've seen plenty of 12s, but we getting the cherry 12s back. Repetitive, but it's one that haven't came out in a while. Like, those OG colorways are never gonna be, like, they're not gonna get old, in my opinion. But they will, because some people, in the play devil's advocate again, we can say that about the playoff 8s. Those sold out slowly, and then we see restocks, and then people are still picking them up too. So, I mean, that's a lot to say. Cedric Vapor says, I got the 6s just to have. Okay, I respect it. I'm going to pull up the poll pause that I did for the Aquas. Kwame says, let's see, I think it's nobody messing with the Jordan 37 or whatever they up to now. The retro shape was just too good. This is true. Honestly, the average person stops. I'll speak for myself. After 14, I really don't look anymore. I mean, I glance, but I mean, it's just like, oh, that's a Jordan. Okay, cool. You know, and that's one of the number one ways too. You can talk to somebody who think they know sneakers, who don't know sneakers. When they go up thinking they can just go pick up the latest J's, and they pull up like, yo, I never forget. I had like a roommate at the time. This was years ago. Basically they pulled up, they showed me the new Jordans they had, and I was like, oh, cool. They're like, these are the J's. I'm like, yeah, ain't nobody checking. You can go get these anytime. Like, of course you finna work out in these, you know, but they didn't know, but they just wanted to be a part of something. So I felt kind of bad because I was like disrespectful about it. I wasn't trying to be, but I wasn't the nicest, so to speak, right? Let me show this poll that I put up. Pause. But we'll see this let's see this Aqua 6 poll that dropped today. See if people actually see what the numbers are looking like. Cause I put this up earlier this morning when they actually dropped. Let me share my screen. Boom. Here we go right here. Says, did you catch the W on the Aqua 6 retros? So looks like 80% of the people slept, man, and I'm not surprised. 80% slept, and 14% said no, and then 6% actually got them. So I wasn't surprised, man, to be honest. Let's just keep it 100. The Aqua 8s are just some colorways you don't need to switch up on another model. I don't care. I've seen somebody make some very dope on feet videos of these, but they're still not like that it shoe, if you ask me. You know, like, sixes are dope, but people are already picky when it comes to those in the first place. So I don't know what Nike was really aiming for at that. Manuel Kick says Nike needs to get Lil Boat and Offset some collabs. Do they have the drip to do it though? I mean, cause Drake is over there. Some of his stuff hit, but not like on the level of a Travis. So I mean, they do need somebody new over there though, like a new face. I think a new collab, so to speak. They need a new collab, and they need to hit it out the park. They need a home run, in my opinion. Even though they got no competition right now, let's just say shoes normally, I remember when shoes wasn't sitting, you know, or we at least be like having us going crazy. But at the same time, like I was telling the good fellas last night, I'm low-key not mad at the current market because I've been able to just stack a little bread. Let's see. J-Rod says, any must cops for October? Those cherry 12s are the ones that I got my eye on for sure, J-Rod. Those are my must cops for sure. Anything else is just like a shot in the dark right now. I'm not going to say I have anything in particular on the top of my head. But yeah, pause, because everything that I'm saying tonight is not coming out right. But here's what we saw earlier. It looks like, I'm just sharing my screen up on this one, but I saw somebody mention this, the Born and Raised joints. So it looks like the Born and Raised canceled some customer orders to fulfill family and friends, or I'm guessing F&F order. So that's family and friends. Wow. That's crazy. That is wild. So I don't think that's fair, man. So, and I mean, but how do they know? So this is, I guess, is what went up right here up on the screen. It says, we sincerely apologize. The Nike Born and Raised Nike Dunk Low Size 9U is very limited stock. So unfortunately, we have to cancel some orders. Through the dream to fulfill family. Wow, they shouldn't even put, I don't even like the wording. So that F and F means friends and family. That's messed up. This shoe was already hard to cop. Keep in mind, not only was the shoe hard to cop, but the shoe also had been delayed by several months. And we know why. RIP to Chris Spano, man, or Spanto. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but Spanto is his nickname. But these shoes were already like on a lot of people's radar, and they were hard to cop. They got delayed because he, RIP. But you mean to tell me they got friends and family that, I guess, that comes before the regular people? I wonder if the friends and family actually pay for the shoe. If a question I want to, know. Let's see. Jabral Smith. Sorry if I butchered your name, homie, says, since I got the playoffs and plan on getting the flu games, should I hold off on the cherries? I'm probably the wrong person to ask. Personally, no, I wouldn't hold off on the cherries. I think a lot of people are looking forward to the cherries. I wouldn't hold off personally, but that's just me. You do what you want to do at the end of the day. But me, I wouldn't want to hold off. I got the playoffs and I had the flu games. And yeah, so those cherries got to come home. And I didn't realize I was such a big 12 person, but I am. Let's see. Manuel Kick says, nah, J-Rod, November looking spicy, though. J-Rod says, Born and Raised is up there with the trophy rooms with the back door. Yeah, I hate to say it's not looking good, but at least at least they'll be giving the people their refund back from what it seems. So wow, and looks like this actually happened to an actual like sneaker YouTuber. Now that I see like where it came from, because I didn't see this part at first, but looks like this is the person that put that out there. Yeah, looks like where this came from. It looks like it came from an actual like sneaker YouTuber, because they actually added them, and that's the sneaker YouTuber right there. So wow, that's kind of messed up. Haven't gotten mine. That's messed up, man. The people who actually catch W's and you still basically getting an L because it's going for friends and family. That's messed up. That's messed up for real. All right, that is not cool. Nothing cool about that. Let's see. J Rod says, I like those Chris Paul low ones. Karen K says, J Rod, I'm hoping I could cop those too. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull those joints up. Those are tough, J Rod, man. With the kicks, you know what? I gotta pull them up because now y'all got me curious. Because I may have seen them, I may have not. I don't want to sit up here and tell y'all I have. Let me go back to the main screen real quick. Boom. I'm definitely going to get on to tonight's topic, but y'all got me like kind of wondering right now, man. We just kicking back, chilling tonight anyway, man. Hope y'all enjoying just the coolness on this vibe. Just relaxing. Simple as that. Only going to be on this joint for like an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, okay, these. Let me share my screen real quick. Boom, right here. This is what y'all talking about right here. The light cream pause. That's what they're calling the light cream. Looks like they got some type of little design, like a floral design on them. Maybe I need to see them in hand. They're supposed to be coming October 24th from what it looks like. From this angle, they don't look bad, though. I'll say that. Let's see. Karen K says, for real, Manny, the Chris Paul joints. Checks over Stripe says, wish I never bought those Twist 12s. Might sell them for the cherries. Let's see. Jebro Smith says, what you think about the threes coming over out March 2nd? Look them up. What they call? Slayer says, born and raised, canceling customers' orders. Yeah, they are. They most definitely are. Karen K says, yep. So these are it. I don't. Okay, now that we got some extra laces hidden with it, I think that sometimes laces that makes the shoe pop, and I feel like putting either one of these laces in there can make the shoe pop. So with the laces, I'm all for it, but at the same time, I'm kind of on the fence with those. Don't want to say that, but I do want to touch on pretty much Jaden Brown, says today's sneaker designs are trash, and he plays for the Boston Celtics to the best of my knowledge. Let's see. Checks over Strike says extra laces are a plus. Yeah, I think the extra laces saved that shoe for me personally, but let's see. Jalen Brown says, we got to come with originality and bring back the 90s, the Boston Celtics star says. I feel him on that. To be honest, the sneaker community or just the sneaker drops have been kind of boring, man. And last summer we literally did a whole live on shoes just sitting. Like I could at least remember it was like at least 10 to 12 pair of J's and Nikes just readily available. Now, and some of them shoes are probably still available in stores today. But now, some of them, I don't know, Nike needs to get back to the drawing board. I don't think they can I don't know if they're just doing fillers. I would hope behind the scenes they're really trying to find that next big thing. Pause. It says, NBA players getting their own signature basketball sneakers have become more commonplace than ever before, and it turned last year and in turn has last year of its luster. Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown is familiar with the current footwear landscape in the league and talks about it in the latest episode of Sneaker Shopping. So, yeah, he's got a point. And to be honest, maybe it's not Michael Jordan is kind of carrying a torch, but it's like all these great NBA players, right? All their silhouettes are kind of like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like Michael Jordan, when they look more of a good crossover shoe, or maybe it's just what we're used to, but it's one of those where it's a dope shoe to actually hoop in. Probably not comfortability wise, but I mean, you're going to look fly hooping in them, and you can just wear them with regular clothes. A lot of these other NBA player sneakers, to me, right? And I'm just speaking for myself here. A lot of these other NBA player sneakers look just like regular people, look like regular basketball shoes, so to speak. It just look like you're just going to be able to hoop in them, and that's all they're good for. Not trying to diss their shoes or anything like that. Even if you can think of like the Ja Morant joints. dope concept, but the silhouette itself didn't do anything for me. They look like a straight up just, hey, you if you want them to hoop in, cool. But I mean, like, do I really want to try to drip in some? Do I really want to try to drip in those? Maybe not. You know, like, can you? And some people probably can, but I mean, like, maybe like basketball wise. But I mean, not wise, but like, you know, wise, like WISE. Wise, like you can drip in them that way. But I mean, can you really say the John Morant joints are drip? Like, they look nice, but are you gonna go for them? You know what I mean? A lot of people like they're okay, but that's about it. You know, Mental Kick says Nike just lazy on the creative side. I think the person that originally did a lot of these designs, they're already like probably, let's just say they're in that mode where they probably made a lot of money, which I'm sure they have been paid very well. And they're just comfortable. Like, they work when they want to work now. And now it's up for a new person to step up and bring that design. Now, originally that was Virgil, right? RIP to Virgil. But now, who do we got in place of Virgil? You know, just point blank period. So yeah, I agree with Jaden Smith. I agree with Jalen Smith. My bad. It's Jalen. Yeah, Jalen Brown. My bad. Jalen Brown. I guess I was thinking of Will Smith's son. My bad. But yeah, I agree with Jalen Brown. There is time for something new. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's time for a new silhouette. If we're gonna keep it 100. Let's see. J Rod says Nike knows it doesn't have to try and it will sell. True, but at the same time, some of these silhouettes are still sitting though, to be fair. The Slayer says, I think we can all agree that sneakers this year were mostly pretty boring comparing to the other years. I think this year's drops and last year's drops was pretty boring. Like, even the 11s last year where they had was that the ones where they rode Jordan on like the shoestring loops joints? I didn't like that at all. But also, like, now we got these joints, the Gratitudes that we thought were the DMPs, which we were already kind of like on the fence about them because of how they wasn't looking like the original like DMPs. And we know you're gonna update some stuff, but I feel like they went a little bit overboard with the quality wise of thing. Granted, they're probably still gonna sell out, and they're probably gonna sell because they're gonna make so many pairs. But I mean, yeah, this year's hasn't been super exciting, man, to be honest. And this is really got like a quick back stream. Like, think about it. We're getting excited for some Travis Scott golf sneakers. Like, no disrespect to the golfers or something like that, but, you know, people are actually looking forward to those. Like, I've had people ask me about it. And that's not taking shots for the people who are feeling those, you know what I mean? Because they are nice to the naked eye, pause. But at the end of the day, like, man, that just shows you how the market currently is, you know? Not to be on some negative-ish. Let's see. Jerry Bro Smith says, bread ones or flu games. If I gotta pick one, I would like to say both, but if I gotta pick one, bread ones. But flu games is right there for me too. I like both, but if I could only pick one, I would do the bread ones. Cedric Vapor says, is Nike refurbished open again? I haven't checked it since we announced it. Like, what? It's like 2 weeks ago. I think they had shut it down temporarily and opened it back up. And I haven't looked at it since then, man, to be honest. I haven't even looked at it since then. Manuel Kick says, yes, sir, Cedric, got to jump on the desktop. That's all. Okay, yeah, got you. Appreciate that, Manny. Kwame says, Nike tried to come out with new Air Maxes, I think, this year and called Air Max Pulse. Yeah, and sometimes maybe they do too much technology-wise, too, when sometimes you just got to keep it simplicity, too. Sometimes they're overly technology, like the shoe, be too much for me sometimes, too. Just FYI. The Slayer says, maybe next year in 2024 will bring better heat. I hope so as well, too. I think this year is pretty much done. Even though we got the Travis's cut the checks or whatever coming. I know how you feel about him, Manny. I know how you feel about him. But even though we got the cut the checks coming, those Travis's is set to debut like this year on its own, his own silhouette. You know, it's still gonna be a Jordan sneaker, but it's like it's his own Jordan sneaker, not like his Jordan collab. It's not like a Travis Scott Jordan 1, Jordan 4, this, that, and the third. It's his own sneaker. So we shall see what those do. I'm very curious if people are going to really gravitate and go for them like they normally do with Travis Scott. Think about it. People are excited about Travis Scott golfs. Now, are they going to be excited about his own silhouette? And if we're talking about it, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of buzzing, right? But at the same time, from what I've seen, I don't know. I hope the mock-ups and early pictures that we've seen are wrong. Maybe I got to see them on feet in person. I don't know. But they remind me of creative recreation shoes. Point blank period. J-Rod says, I need those bread and military blue Fords in 2024. Okay. The Slayer says, ain't nobody playing no dang golf but the Nintendo Wii Sports version. Hey, man, maybe a few golf players out there, man. But I feel like you're right. Majority of the sneakerheads, if I was a betting man, right, and I don't know all the sneaker collectors, but I have a feeling they don't play golf. But from what I hear, I did watch some videos on it today, actually, as I was kicking it. From what I'm hearing, you can, even though they are golf shoes and they're designed to give you more grip on the green iron or whatever they call the joint. Maybe I'm thinking football, but whatever they call like the golf turf, the golf grip. Yeah, it's supposed to help you grip on the golf stuff better. Pause. But also, I heard if you wear them as just a regular shoe, you can't tell the difference from like the comfort level. You shouldn't even notice the difference. But I don't know if I would want to risk that because that's the sole of that shoe, the bottom is raised up higher. You know what I mean? Granted, that means, yeah, you're going to probably stand taller, but I don't think I would just want that. I don't know. I don't think I would want that just as like a regular everyday shoe, in my opinion. J-Rod says, I took a girl once on a date for mini golf. Well, yeah, see, now if you go on a mini golf again or whatever, take your boo to the mini golf joint, you can rock those if you hit. You know what I mean? And somebody also asked me where they're dropping at. I haven't seen them loaded up on the Travis site. And they're supposed to be dropping on the 13th to the best of my knowledge, right? I haven't seen them loaded up anywhere. But you know, with Travis stuff, they usually load it like the day before or the night of or the day of sometimes too. I've seen it all the way across the board. So it's supposed to be the 13th if people are really looking for those. Karen K says, I was going to say, sounds like they're going to look like the Scorpions, Kwame. Got you. Let's see, the Slayer says, J-Rod, valid answer. Kwame says, yeah, they not great, but Nike definitely tries new shapes. They are not very good. Yeah, I said Nike needs a new creative person over there at this point. Safe to say that. Don't want to bash Nike because they do have some great stuff, and that's why we're here, and we all like that. But I mean, to be fair, it is time for something new. And Adidas is trying to get some collabs up off the ground. But I mean, at the same time, it ain't it. I know they're trying to go through the Simpson stuff. And it's got a certain audience it's going to hit. But at the same time, if they're trying to get that effect what Ye brought to the table, we got to see, you know, because right now, too soon to really call it. You know what I mean? I don't know, though. Don't quote me. But that's just how I feel about it. Let me read through the rest of this article real quick. It says, Brown, who is currently a sneaker free agent, tells Sneaker Shopping host Joe LaPuma that the basketball shoes on the market right now are trash. He states that the designs of the current hoop models, including signature models, are lacking creativity and dull. Can we say that's a fair statement? I can agree with him. I see exactly what he's talking about. A lot of this stuff, when you get past even the Jordan, some of these colorways they're hitting us with, they're just like, to me, the Aqua 6s, it just didn't work. You know, not taking shots at the people who do got that shoe. You know, but there is no like new, like, think about it. In the 90s, and I see why he referenced the 90s, man. They had everything. Every shoe was kind of popping. Even when Grant Hill was doing his thing, he had Fila, right? The Filas was going hard. Pac was rocking Filas. You know what I'm saying? Reebok was doing their thing. Then they did turn to the RBK joint. They were doing their thing. Nike was doing their thing too. And even Adidas were doing their thing. I feel like everybody was evenly like across the board. And I remember, and I'm about to tell my age for real, I remember when people were rocking Dadas. Even when I think what killed Dadas, well, no pun intended, but I think what knocked Dadas off the map when they did the spinners on the back heel of their shoe. And I'm going to have to pull up my screen. I'm going to have to share my screen on some Dadas because I feel like, I hope y'all know what Dadas are. If you don't, I can see why you don't remember. This is me telling my age real quick. I'm gonna pull up some Dadas, but a lot of people were rocking these back in the day too as well. Like Dadas had their run too. Even though it was a basketball shoe, but I remember I had a pair of Dadas. In fact, here's that spinner shoe that I was just talking about. Ironically, let me share my screen here. Boom, right here. There's the spinner shoe. It was during that time where hip hop were making all the flashy music, and I guess you can say what really changed about that. But I mean, like spinners were a thing back then, so they put the actual spinner in a shoe, and I think this should be a better image. I believe you can actually, and I know this is kind of corny now, looking back at it now, you can actually spin the wheel in the shoe. So Dadas is those like, but give them their credit where credit is due. They had their run and they had their own creativity. Reeboks always had their own creativity. But I'm just saying back then, back in the day, my whole point is everything had its own lane and it just wasn't an instant flop. You know what I mean? So I don't know what Nike needs to do. I would like to see them bring some more music artists on, like Travis is cool. I know they're probably not going to work with Ye anymore, but I mean, Drake is doing this thing, but I mean, it would like to be like, but see, do the artists really have like, I wouldn't, you know what will be dope if they can stay out of trouble? NBA Youngboy could be a great next person to bring on to do a collab with Nike to do like what Travis kind of did, get his own Air Force One since he rock them a lot. If he actually did his own, which I know he made his own, right? But it's not like I'm talking about officially with Nike is what I'm talking about. I know he made his own, but I'm talking officially with Nike. If he could get an actual deal with Nike, stay out of trouble, I think his shoe would hit. That's just me though. But yeah, these are the Dadas right here. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Karen says, yeah, I remember those. Says they made gimmicky kicks back then. They most definitely did. And I guess now when we see people like when they do like the where they did the big red boots, when they did the Reebok Punk, that collab, right? Now when we see the gimmicky shoes, we kind of just laugh at it. But back in the day, this stuff was actually moving though. Believe it or not. Let's see where I'm at. Kwame says they need a better designer to make shoes good up like Virgil could. RIP, most definitely. Pharrell, I don't know what he's on to, even though I know he's over there at Louis Vuitton, and I think he still got Adidas. His shoes had a run too, but not on a level anymore of what they once was. Pharrell is still a good designer. I don't want to take credit from him, but I mean, yeah, they need something new over there. Like, and somebody, not necessarily, they're going to have to come over and create their own thing. They can't do what Virgil did. They got to bring something new to the table. And I think once they master that, and let's be fair too, it's easier said than done to create a product from scratch or tweak or make a collaboration, right? We've already seen that. Because I'll give you the best example, right? When Virgil, RIP to Virgil, when he puts the off-white on the shoe, it's more of a hit than a miss, right? Now, there are some off-whites that just miss, but he's got more makes than misses, right? But now, when you see Drake put his touch on a shoe, we can think of his 10s, we can think of his 12s, we can think of his 8s, we can think of his Air Force Ones. That was a cheat code because, I mean, you really can't mess up the Air Force Ones. I mean, all he did was put out Certified Lover Boy on there and, put the heart shapes on there. That was a cheat code, so that's not, we can count it, but I mean, like, for the most part, you can't just slap your name on it and call it a day. Drake's that proof. You got to bring something different to it, and you got to make it pop. Like, I don't see why he puts the OVO logo on his shoes inside of the shoe where you put your foot on it. Like, why don't he do one where it's actually somewhere on the outside of the shoe? I don't understand why he leaves it like it is. And am I tripping? That's all the Drake like collabs. Like, for the most part, and that Nautica stuff, yeah, it's on his own. That may be a new silhouette, but that one ain't it. We talking new silhouette, but we want to see something different all the way around too. But the Drake joints, and I don't want to beat up Drake or like go at Drake and his shoes, but I mean, he's the perfect example of like, you just can't slap your name on it anymore. Like back in the day, you probably could just slap your name on it and call it a day, but now you can't, Yeah, let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Jabaro Smith says, What J's are good for long term besides 1s, 12s? They look good. G, like I said, I got my 12s on the way, planning to getting the bread 1s. Long term, basically you just hit it on the head. 1s and 12s, I haven't seen anybody have any major issues with that. I have seen 4s mess up. I've seen I've seen 5s fall apart because I know personally. Dunks, the dunks seem to hold together for quite some time, but the SB dunks seem to fall apart. But I think they fixed that. So I mean, to be honest, I think you're good across the board. Now 4s, they're gonna. One thing I don't like about 4s is that toe box. It gets really crinkly very, very quickly. So when I take my foot out of those, I make sure I put a shoe tree back in there. And a lot of them back in the day were coming with they put the paper in there, and then it came with the pause. They came with that stick that made the L like this, where it put pressure up on the shoe. I got a few of those as well. Pause. Man, I don't know what's on with me tonight, man. Y'all bear with the kid, for real. Let's see. The Slayer says, I'll rock them Heelys instead. Oh, the shoes with the wheels in them. I mean, I remember some people having them in school. Karen K says, NBA got a big fan base, so he would do well. I could see that, Jay Jones. Yeah, all he need to do, to be honest, man. And to be fair, what is NBA YoungBoy? He's 24 years old, so he's the right age. And this probably can apply to John Moran as well. To be honest, man, you got to realize where you at now. You're with the big dog. You could be with the big dogs. And not saying he's not, but I'm saying like you can be even on, like you're going to have to clean up your image somewhat. You can still, and I get what they want to, they want to stay where what got them there in the first place. This is true. I get it. I respect it. But at the same time, when you come into these companies, you got to be yourself, but you don't have to always prove it. You know what I mean? Like you've already proved it enough already. Now, cool. Stay. And I think NBA YoungBoy would, I guess his stipulation so tight, he ain't got no choice but to walk a tightrope. But reality is, yeah, he's been all over the place. But honestly, if he could have just kept his nose clean, and you know, he could easily have a Nike deal. In fact, his logo, the one that he got tatted on him, I don't think Nike would let that fly because it's a jump man. Instead of holding the ball, you know what he's holding or whatever. I personally like the logo. I like the concept, but I think they would have to put something else in place of that joint. I don't know, man. Because I don't think Nike would want us to. I don't think Nike would want to like represent that or on their brand. So he would have to have a backup logo, so to speak. You know, I don't think Nike would let that fly. I mean, you saw what John Morant put on his shoe when they put tape over it. So Nike wants that clean, good guy image at all times, you know. And I get it. You know, I get it because Nike wants to appeal to a big, broader audience. And we're going to keep it 100. Let's see. Cedric Vapor says, Nike leads competition the better. Nike leads competition the better the competition, the better quality for the customer. This is true. He says, remember the spinning rim shoe. Yes, most definitely. That was with a dot eye, sir. Kwame says, Pharrell at LV, but can he design a new shoe like LV, like Virgil did those trainers? Yes, but on the level of success of a Virgil, man, you got to wake up early to come up on the guy's level, man. And to be honest, the only person I could see who could do that, and I'm talking back in the day, I'm not talking now, but I could see who could do that will be Kanye. But today's Ye, I don't know where his creative juices are, pause, or his creative mindset is, I should say. But if anybody could really, if when they in their design mode, when they in their bag, when they focus, when they in creative mode, the guy has nothing but talent. That's what I'm going to give Ye. He's talented, but, you know, at the same time, you know, he's very outspoken too, you know, which can be a good thing or a bad thing because I really hate Ye left Nike too, you know. I really like what he did over there at Nike. But if nobody knows your worth like yourself, you know what I mean? I'm going to just leave it at that. Let's see. Brown currently read that one. Let's see. It says, and this is a quote, he says, there needs to be some disruption in the sneaker game because everything is kind of getting boring, Brown said. Is that a valid statement? Says the designs are getting lazy. There's no creativity. There's no authenticity. Some of the sneakers that are out right now, even for athletes, are trash. We got to come with the originality and bring back the 90s. The that's gonna be easier said than done, man. 2000s and the thousands brought in a whole nother era. I get what he's saying, and he's not wrong, and I agree with him. But it's not, and he didn't say it was gonna be easy. To be fair, but I'm saying like it's one of those. Yeah, I feel like people are gonna have to really put more thought, and not just we looking for the next design guy like Virgil RP, but like we're looking for the next athlete that can like literally like think about it. After the Jordan sneakers, all the other NBA player sneakers, like they're just like, man, they're okay, not bad. Some of them are dope, not all of them. LeBron's got a few bangers, KD got a few bangers, but at the same time, like on the level of Jordan bangers, totally different ball game. You know what I mean? Totally different ball game. Cedric Vabel says, how do you feel about the Rockefeller Air Force One? I like it. It was pretty good for its time. I think it's a dope shoe. If I could have got it for retail back then, I probably would have copped it. So yeah, I don't have no bad things to say about that at all. But I think it's a decent shoe, Yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, there needs to be. It started with these designs. Jordan brand them. Even though I get it though, to be fair, Jordan had better design. Michael Jordan shoes were designed better, Now are the same people that design Jordan sneakers designing the shoes for the other NBA athletes, even though they're with Nike, but it's like and then it also, my question is, are the athletes even putting in any like effort to say like, hey, yeah, remove this, change this, I want this? I mean, like, sure, you can say like, well, Ja Morant technically did because he tried to put something on there and they put tape over it anyway. He tried to put one of those quotes on there and they put tape over it. That's not really creative. That's like, okay, cool, the model's already made. Hey, but write this on there. We could have did that. Not taking shots at Ja Morant, but anybody could have did that. To be fair, you know what I mean? Let me read the rest of this article real quick. It says he goes on to say that he enjoys the freedom of being able to wear whatever sneaker brand he wants in the game, including brands like Nike, New Balance, Adidas, Puma, and more. Brown also mentions that he wants his next sneaker deal to be progressive, pitching the idea of signing with multiple sneaker brands simultaneously. Check out the full episodes on Sneaker Shopping. You're not going to get a sneaker deal with multiple brands. I mean, I'll believe it before I see it, right? I highly doubt. And I get, hey, he can speak it out there in existence. He wants his creativity. And right now, with him being a free agent, he is looking for probably a sneaker deal, but he wants it to be the right one. And I watched this episode as well of him. And he did say, he's currently talking with some people now, but nothing set in stone. So we shall see how that goes, But he does have a point. The lack of creativity is just not there. You know what I mean? And then if you look at the releases that came out so far in 2023, I got this image up as well real quick. But as you can see, we've had the Jordan 1 UNC toes. I got those. Those were okay. I like them retail only. Then think about, we had these are the Lightning 4s. No, the Thunder 4s, right? These are the Thunder 4s. These dropped. They did their thing, but all honesty, it's kind of one of those, nothing's been memorable, if you ask me. The Travis Scott, these lows they dropped. Now, these were a women exclusive sneaker, and I forgot what these were. Like, these were like the, I think these were the olives. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, they're okay, and I know I try to go for dunk size and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it wasn't a must cop for me. Wasn't even impressed with those. The Reimagined 3s, dope, but I think that shoe was somewhat of an easy cop, and we've seen that one restock several times. Also, you can think of these. I believe these are the Olive 4s. Don't quote me on all the names real quick, because it has been a minute since I've seen some of this stuff. Dope shoe because it's a 4, and you can't really go wrong with a 4, but at the same time, what I'm getting at is any of this stuff like a must cop though. And I remember we had the playoff 13s up at the top here. I remember those. Was a must cop for me. I needed those in the collection. Then those True Blue 1s. I think we were talking about that with the Goodfellas last night. Trash. You know what I mean? It's okay, but I mean, like, it's just, yeah. That one, no. Then we had the Lakers 12s is what I like to call them. I don't think that was the official name. Dope shoe, but they should have dropped the shoe like this a long time ago. I think this was just timing on that one. Then you got the UNC 5s. They're okay. Then we got a cool gray 11 low. I'm personally not a big fan of the 11 lows, but that's just me. And who am I? Then we got the Jordan 1 Pandas. Now, and I don't think that's actually the official name. The actual official name is the Jordan 1 Black and Whites. Now, here's my problem that comes into play with this shoe, right? And I probably said this on the video when these dropped. They drop the Pandas every other month or every month, it seems like. And no disrespect, yes, the Dunks and the Jordan 1s are technically different, but we also have the Panda Highs. And now we got a Jordan. It's like, bro, safe to say, right? Even though the Pandas keep selling out, us sneakerheads, I'll speak for myself. Let me put it this way. When I do upcoming sneaker releases, right, every month, the Pandas is on there to restock. Every month since starting like this year, right? I know if y'all watch my like upcoming sneaker releases videos, I don't mention them because honestly, I think that's like a gimme. Everybody knows that. I may have mentioned them one time, and then once I saw that they were being on there every single month, I'm like, yo, I think they get it. And two, like, bro, if you ain't got the shoe now, you just really don't want it. I say all that to say, did you really want a Jordan 1 Panda? And I know this shoe was technically probably even first before the Panda, but we've been hitting that Panda so many times. Like, bro, it's like they should have dropped this after they stopped restocking the Pandas, which God knows when they're gonna stop doing that. You know, not to offend anybody by saying that, but whenever they stop doing that, then maybe we'll be ready for this shoe after you let it cool down a little bit, in my opinion. Slayer says, I feel like even Travis collabs are getting lazier and repetitive. This is true. Like this olive up here, this Travis Scott olive joint, I wasn't really impressed with it, to be honest. Like y'all know me, I said skip on these guys, man. Like just because Travis' name on it and it's got that backward swoosh, I think they should have dropped them around this time, around fall time. I feel like they also dropped them a little too early, in my opinion, because I think it was still we were in the peak of winter or slightly turning into summer for these. I think they should have went on and dropped this around now if they're going to drop that shoe, in my opinion. The Slayer says, the only Panda I caught was a Panda Express. I tried, they got a new scrimp over there, a new type of scrimp over there. I tried that joint on Friday. Banging. I know it's off mode, but it's banging though. J Rod says, I wore the 85s black and whites and my coworker said nice Pandas. I mean, to be fair, J Rod, you're right. But your coworker, you can see why he probably thinks that. And I'm pretty sure if I had them joints and I walked into my coworker say the exact same thing. What else we had? I think the Palomino 1s. I know Dunks was going crazy for those. I know he copped them. Now, those are a nice shoe. I think out of all the lists that we've seen so far that I got up on the screen, I'll by far say the ones I say like they did pretty good on. Reimagined 3s, UNC toes, people were 50-50 about those. Playoff 13s actually set, believe it or not. We know those True Blues set. Let's see. And then let's see those sixes those red 4s, right? The red cement 4s. I just feel like that was just for the younger generation. But even though I know they did a full-size family run, but I mean, like, it's a shoe you can't go wrong with it. People are probably going to try to use it for trade bait. People don't want it. Also, I see they got those, like, those lows that I got Dunks, those baby blue and red toe joints. Those also are actually pretty dope when I had them in hand, but I'm glad Dunks got them. Me, personally, I don't think I would wear them enough. To me, when there's too much of a two-tone colorway going on, like that complete opposite, it kind of pushes me away slightly, just a little bit. But it's still a dope shoe. Again, also, when I say like I'm not feeling something, I'm just one person, man. Sometimes I change my mind too. I think those Jordan 1 lows at the very bottom on the left, I forgot those names, but a lot of people were looking for those, but I think they only dropped overseas, I think, right? I can't remember. And then we got the Craft 4s. I remember those. I believe that was a hard cop. They were okay as well for me. Again, out of the whole point though, if you look at every shoe that's in these little boxes, there's no major wow me factor, including the Travises, including the reimagined 3s. There's no wow me factor at all, if you ask me. Let's see. Kwame says, I never got a retail W on the cement threes. Dang. I wonder what they're going for on the resale market right now. I hope they're not going for that much. Mr. 3 and 4 in the building says Palomino threes 1 4 in the building. Let's see. Okay, Palomino's 314 in the building. Got you. Haven't heard from you in a while. I kind of figured you were gonna show up tonight. Says Sony sorry for my absence, was in Japan. Okay, I respect her, man. That's what's up. Hope you had a nice trip there and back and enjoyed your time there. Slayer says Big Bro Jay also coming with those food reviews. Gotta try it. Thanks, Big Bro. Appreciate it, man. Y'all know me. I like to work out, and in part of working out and taking care of your body, that's one thing. But also you gotta watch what you eat. I was about to say it a completely different way, and it was gonna be a huge pause moment. But yeah, just kind of watch you eat. Do I eat like, I remember Dunks tried to make fun of me one time. He thought I was like Mr. Healthy Man. Nah, I still eat my foods that are not so great for me too, because I literally just tried Chick-fil-A today. They had that new sandwich out, which I wasn't impressed with it. But yeah, I still like to try to eat clean, but everybody has their cheat days, so to speak. You know what I mean? But appreciate that for checking it out, Slayer. Kwame says the Craft 4s were fire in hand, but I sold them. Okay, yeah, I remembered you had got those joints. I was curious if you had hit. So you end up selling those joints? Okay, I respect it. Manny says Palomino 1's decent, but Palomino 3s are at the Nike outlets 314 with a 60% off discount. I know you didn't say discount, but I just felt like I had to add that on there. I'm paraphrasing. The Palomino 3s, I wasn't impressed. Did they even drop this year? Or did they drop last year, I think? Yeah, so, because I don't even see these up here. And they may drop, like, that's, it wasn't a shoe I was really checking for. Slayer says, at Kwame says, those Craft 4s were pretty dope. Divine Photo says, Craft 4s are better in hand. Okay. I can see that. Cedric Grable says, Tyler Redrick driving Grape 5, Jordan 5 NASCAR. Oh, wow. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. And then also those ones at the top, I don't think we've seen any, just looking at this list in general, nothing really kind of wow me. And then we got October, right? And I guess we can kind of go ahead and just talk upcoming releases, because this is kind of where this is going and kind of further proves the point how the game can become a little boring. So apparently this is going to be that. Wow. I know we had talked about this last Wednesday, or when we talked about this on Wednesday, the purple Venom. I didn't know they changed the Jumpman logo. Y'all see this on the back heel? I thought it was just a regular. It's got the Jumpman logo, but it's Jumpman 23. But normally it's a bubble, you can actually it looks hieroglyphic. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the hieroglyphic that I'm used to, but I think these are gonna be for the kiddos. But don't quote me on that. Well, it says grade school, so it's gonna be for the kiddos. So makes sense. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Mr. 214 says, Wheat 13s is all we need to end the year off. Debatable. I'm going to say all we need is the Cherry 12s. But, to each his own. Kwame says, the Frozen Moment 4s were 4 of the year, in my opinion. You know what? I can see that. We're definitely going to have to do a live on best sneakers this year, but that's going to be in December for sure. Mr. 214 says, everything else is meh. I mean, we've had it has been a pretty meh year. We got Keva the Great says, I'm surprised those purple 12s are still sitting. I'm really not. But then again, there are a lot of Lakers fans, and there's a lot of Kobe. There's a lot of Kobe fans too. You would think a lot of people would pick those up, but sometimes the diehard fans aren't sneakerheads. These coconut milks, pause. I'm not impressed with those, and these are supposed to be on October 4th. These are just upcoming releases. Yeah, I'm not impressed with that. The Aqua's already dropped. We got the metallic reds coming. Not really, it's a lot. And this is one right here. I'm gonna do a video on it next week. This is Mohave or Mauve, right? I feel like this should have been a collab with I'm on My Year. This could have helped the game a little bit, because those Jordan 1s, I'm on My Years, I own a pair, and I can tell you they dope, but I'm glad the resale wasn't that much on them. You know what I mean? I did come off the hip with the chips, but not on that planet. You know what I mean? If you want them, you can give them. But I feel like this could have been a great collab with I'm My Year, in my opinion. Divine Photo says collabs was the last straw when unions kept dropping some unnecessary ones. Yeah, wow, I almost forgot the unions dropped this year. But yeah, we had the unions that Jordan 1 where it was inspired by his wife, how they met, this and the third. Wasn't for me, dog. Wasn't for me. Yeah, Union, to be honest, haven't been the same since the fours. I think the ones and the fours is the best they got. The rest of that, I don't know. The Union twos definitely wasn't it. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep that 100. We got Juso or Jaso. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, my bad. Says, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Dunk SB Powerpuff Girls collabs? I seen that floating around, man, and to be honest, I'm not really impressed. And you know what? I'll pull it up on the screen for you guys as well. I'm pretty sure we've all seen them. Hold on, let me put myself on the main screen real quick. I'm gonna pull them up just to see if we got any new images coming out. But from what I can remember, some of these collabs are not needed. Is it probably gonna sell out? Maybe so, but to be honest, yeah, this is what I thought, right? And I think, hopefully I got the right ones. Let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom, these right here, what you talking about? Yeah, so we've seen them floating around. Yeah, and that's the back apparently. I think it's a bit much. And this is crazy. This is the back of them, right? Well, let's just look at the back because the front is paused because it ain't coming out right. But y'all know what I'm saying? Like, for the ladies, maybe. For the kiddos, maybe. And this is for whoever wants the shoe, but I mean, for the ladies, for me, man. Maybe if your boo is really into that type of stuff, sure. I'm not gonna say what thought came to mind, but I'll just say for myself personally, it ain't it for me. Just to keep it 100. Not a bad shoe, and I rock with SBs, but I feel like that's definitely gonna be a certain audience. I'll just say this. Maybe for the diehard Powerpuff Girls fans, Mr. 314 says, that pink hue on the My Year is why I don't even wear them. But My Year 3 is my least favorite of their collabs. The 3 is the best My Year. I'm gonna just keep it 100. But they should have did the 4s the way that we are anticipating them. But yeah, that pink hue on the My Year 1, it's not really pink. It's kind of like maybe the camera makes it look pink, but it's not pink. It's more just like a overly it's sale, but overly done. You know what I mean? Divine Photo says AJKOs. Yeah. Union Cortezes. I wasn't impressed with the Cortezes. Sorry, Kwame. I know you got a pair. And they may be comfortable, but Union hasn't had the best collab coming out lately. And neither has My Year, to be fair. And the sneaker game is, to be fair, we haven't had that breakout shoe, and I think usually by now we're used to seeing it. Usually by July or August, we have that must-have sneaker. Have you guys seen the must-have sneaker that you gotta have this year? Like, think about all the sneakers that we know that are coming out in the future, like AKA the rest of the year, AKA the next 3 months, versus what's already dropped. Going back on it, can you look back and be like, this was all a must-have? Like, you went and let me clarify must-have. Not saying retail-wise. I'm talking about must-have, meaning where it's like, all right, cool, I took a L. Let me start looking at this resale stuff and figure it out and go ahead and get the money out the way, this and the third. That type of must-have. I haven't seen a shoe that I want to pay resale for this year, right? And that's just what I mean by that one. Let's see. Kwame says, nobody liked the Union Cortezes, but I dig my pair. I like the Cortezes shape, though. Like I said, I like the Cortez's shape. I just didn't like how they did the design. I didn't like how they did the color on those. Neither one of them, to be honest. But yeah, I like the Cortez's in general. I just feel like they could have with the collab, you got to go out the park. That one, I feel like they didn't put enough creativity or thought into it. But again, still not a bad shoe. Divine Photo says, honestly, the Jordan 2 Union collab started the downfall. Yeah, but I feel like we can't really blame that on Union or on My Year or all the other people that were forced to do a Jordan 2 collab, including the I was gonna say Bad Bunny, but even the other one we got too. What's old buddy name? I can't think of it. But all the twos that were forced to come out, you could tell they were all forced because everybody did one. And I'm like, yo, not everybody really wanted these. Like the twos is, I think Nike should go ahead and accept the fact that it's just maybe an OG colorway every now and then and just call it a day. Because to be honest, the collabs to me, none of them really hit. None of them. But yeah, you can say the twos. We can just say the two collabs in general started the downfall. We ain't gonna just put it on. I don't want to just put it on Union, cause Union pair, not that I got a pair of those Union joints too, man. I got a pair, and I'm not taking up for them because I got a pair. But we can start there. But you can also say that Among Your Twos, and then what's the music artist I'm thinking of that did a two collab too? The one with the light up joint with the clouds. That joint. That wasn't good. Did DJ Khaled try to do it too? Or no, he did fives. Which thing about the DJ Khaled fives that came out? Those joints went to outlets. 3 different colorways. And I think they dropped this year. You know what I mean? Mr. 314 says, why did they put the big eyes on them? Because that's how the Powerpuff Girls' eyes are. So I guess that's what really stands out. Like if you look at this one right here, and I get what you're saying. That don't mean they have to do it. But if you look at them in the background, all their eyes are quote unquote big. So I guess that's why they did that. And they got to do 3 different colorways because it's 3 different girls. So yeah, let's see. Divine Photo says, I have that for the ladies. Okay, so you see where I'm coming from. Mr. 4 says, later, President Dunk's friend. See you in the next one. Okay. Catch you later, homie. Kwame says, the OG Air Max 1 was the only shoe I really needed in this year, and it was an easy cop. I doubled up. The big bubble joints, those were nice. Again, all these are retail cop. Like, you know what I'm saying? What shoe would you pay resale for, though? You know what I mean? Is where I'm at with it. And we could probably say maybe if anybody's going to say that one shoe that you would probably pay resale for, but I don't even think a lot of people are doing that, is going to be the Born and Raises. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the only shoe that's really I can see where people are actually probably going to look on the resale market to see what's up. Kwame says, the Union 2s was the best of the 2 collabs, though. J Balvin 2s is what I'm talking about. There you go, Divine Photos, J Balvin. Right as I said it, it was right there, so appreciate that. The J Balvin 2s wasn't it. And they did the clouds, I don't know. I feel like it's a little too much. The J Balvin 3s this year were cool, but I don't think nobody want to pay resale on them. But yeah, the 2s started off where it's just like, it's like that brought stuff down in general, and it's hard to pick right back up from there, I feel like. The Slayer says, Nike lagging on creativity. Come on, Nike, just do it. No pun intended, but bars. Kwame says that J Balvin 2 interesting, but they outlet 150. Yeah, it's one of those. I don't know. The clouds on it was a little bit much for me personally. I like the light up feature, but at the same time, there was no way to charge it. So what happened when the light goes out? A lot of people ask that question, myself included. So yeah, these Powerpuff joints aren't it. This year, to be honest, safe to say, man, it has been a real dull year. Because, like, we still have to think about some of these, like, what's dropping. You know what I mean? Like, what's dropped. And I had a good list up on here, too. But at the same time, like, nothing really wow. So, also, we did get those Satin Jordan 1s. I think they did a shock drop on those. But then, we got them coming out at the end of the month. I'm not crazy about them. Not too crazy about them. Then they got the neutral gray joints. That's supposed to be coming in October 25th. So, of course, we got the cherries. And, yeah, these right here in November look like they got a Jordan 2 Mohab for women's. These are anticipated as well. And then this is the reimagined, Royal Reimagined mock-up. But, see, this is that mock-up where the mock-up looks better. But from what we've seen floating around, this is obviously the older image, I think. What we've seen floating around is not this. And to be honest, this, even if this is what we get, they're reimagining on this. They didn't do it right. It looks a little too reimagined. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't do it right. Because how is this reimagined up here up top, but then the bottom of it is just plain old white? They should have did sales sold on these and then just did the little prickly point up here on the little in-between spot and left all the rest of it the same. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes simple is best. I would have just hit them with a sell bottom right here where the white is, hit them with a sell bottom, leave the little crickly picky pock joints, and then just left the royal the way that it is because it's going to age on its own anyway. And then did the little dirty chalk cement stuff on the bottom of the shoe that nobody really notices but us sneakerheads. You know what I mean? Let's see. Divine Photo says the only thing Nike should do is just release OGs. Don't overdo them. Yeah, that would be nice if they just took a break. They need to go back to the drawing board and really get some creativity behind their next collab for sure. And then just hit us with some OGs that we've been wanting for a long time. You know what I mean? I think it'll be cool. Manny with the kick says, check your DM on Discord, Polo, right now. You need me to check it right now? Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. I'll check it right now. Let's see. Okay, cool. I got you. Cool. We can. I'm gonna respond to that one for sure. Got you. Appreciate that, Manny. Cool. You said you. I see. You said you talked to New York Dad. He's down to collab. Okay, cool. So I just got to get in contact with him. Cool. Just hit me up in the DMs again. How to get in contact with him, and then we can make that happen. Appreciate that, Manny. Appreciate that. Kwame says the Royal Reimagine should have been 100% suede, no nubuck mix. I wouldn't mind if it was actually leather though, to be honest, if it was leather and did the prickly point and did a cell joint. But yeah, the combination of it, no, that was a little bit much. Then we got the Jordan 5 Georgetowns coming in November 10th. We shall see about these. You know, and I think I did a couple of this on Wednesday. The Neapolitan 11 for the ladies. That brown bothers me. I feel like they would have been better off just making the whole joint, like instead of brown, how it's got this pink up here, they would have been better off just doing the whole, that where it's brown, just make it pink and make it well, it's already a women's. Just do a pink one for the ladies. And I know we're anticipating the medium olive crafts, and then we got the fire red 2s, which I think we're just tired of those. I think a lot of people are looking for the Fear 3s. Those are coming November 25th. Gunsmoke Winterized 8s, probably not going to do anything. This one is a Jordan 6 women's Gore-Tex brown Kemp. I have a feeling these will slowly sell out because a lot of people like that Gore-Tex stuff, man. It's actually pretty durable. Karen K says, terrible 11 neutral pollen, throw them away. Yeah, looking back at them, they're not bad, but like, yeah, I think they would have been better off just doing a pink where the brown is. That, and then it's also the type of brown they chose too. It's not the typical, like, I guess you can say, is it fair to say Travis brown color that we're used to? I mean, we ain't even seen that on like Travis do 11, but apparently, you know, they don't really do collabs with 11s. And then we have the DMP, which is now known as the Gratitudes. Even this, if this is what we're getting, that Jumpman is bothering me too because it just doesn't look right on there. I don't know. If I'm still on the fence if I'm going to go for a pair or not because I got the Concords. I don't feel like I really need them. So that's where I'm at. Those are anticipated December 9th. We got Air Jordan 2 Black/Fire Red. Those are supposed to be December 16th. 14 Breads. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about those. I'll go back and grab the last shots before I grab these right here. And then I think this is what, who is that? Mr. 2 and 4, he's looking for the Wheat 13s. They're not looking bad, though. To be fair, they're not looking bad. They're not looking bad at all. Divine Photo says, honestly, some of these Jordan releases at the end of the year are meh. Oh, most definitely. That's the whole point of the Nice Live. It's just been some, they're okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking because I'm into sneakers, but at the same time, I'm not really going, nothing's wowed me. Karen K says, off North 3s out cop. Let's see. Kwame says, the Gore-Tex usually have a better sole for cold weather too. Let's see. Karen K says, you need them joints upstate, Kwame. Manuel Kick says, I need those 14s in black and white for a custom. Okay. Got you. Valid point. I know you've been saying you want to do that. We got the Jordan 1 85 wings. As much as I'm a sucker for gold, this one ain't working with me for the Jordan 1. And I hope this is a joke. It's supposed to be holiday 2023. And I know this has got to be wrong. It has a price for $1,500? Bro, no. I am not paying $1,500 for that. Y'all, am I tripping right now? Like, I know I had a little conversation with Bob Marley before the live, but like, I'm pretty much up on the game right now. What the heck? No, I'm good on that one. Let's see. Kwame says, yeah, the decent weather shoes if not snowing. Let's see. Divine Photo says there's 3 next year, definitely a cop. Let's see. Kwame says for $1,500, those Jumpmans better be real. Yeah, exactly. That better be 100% like real gold from like a bar or something, bro. Karen K says Jay Jones. Let's see. You think about the Craft 3s next year? Was a typo. What typo? Okay, cool. Craft 3s. I'll pull them up real quick. I'll get a better image on them. Let me pull them up. Hold on. Let me put myself back on the main screen. Boom, right here. Let me just pull them up because I think that pretty much covered everything here. I know we got the I'm My Year 5s coming up. I'll come back to that page. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to pull them up. The Craft 3s for next year because safe to say. Oh, I think this. Did we already get? That's the Muslim joints. Those are already dropped. I'm thinking you're talking about these. Let me see right here. Hold on. Boom. I think you're talking about these joints. Let's see. Are these it right here? It's like a triple white joint. Because I can't really get like a good image up on them. But I'm assuming because this is just 5 days ago, this has got to be them. But it's just showing the back part of it. Let's see. Is this one? Nah, that ain't it. This has got to be it right here. They're showing it up on Complex. Hold up. Let's see. Maybe right here. Okay, they got your boy on. Let me see if we click on Complex. Let me see if I visit the website. Will it actually show them up? Okay, cool. I think here's like a better view of it. The back heel. So yeah, not much images of it. I'm not mad at it. The Nike check is definitely gonna sell it for me more than anything. Oh, so wait. I'm noticing something here. Do y'all see this or am I tripping? So there is a Nike check on it with the Jumpman Air on it. That's dope. That brings those little subtle details. I'll say for retail, I'll buy them for retail. So yeah, that's cool. I don't know if anybody else is. I'm pretty sure I'm just late to the party, but I just now noticed it. They got that Nike check and the Jumpman on there, the best of both worlds. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. And they got the agent on it. That agent, like that back sole is like agent on it. So, and then it looks like it's some sail laces versus white laces. Not bad. Divine Photo says, see, I'm sold on it. Okay, see, I'm sold on it. Got you. Karen K says, yep, I'm feeling them. Kwame says, that's fire. Yeah, I didn't notice they had the Jumpman and Nike on it. Like I said, retail-wise, why not? I think it's pretty dope for retail-wise. I won't pay resale for them, but I think they'll be dope for retail. Kwame says, like the Code JP Fire 3s did that. Oh, yeah, the Japan joints. Those are dope too, most definitely. But yeah, I think these are dope. And they're supposed to be coming out next year, so we shall see. I think these will be doing good. My bad real quick, y'all. Just had to take a little quick sip. And apparently you got holiday releases, the I'm My Year 5s. A lot of people are going crazy for the black pair. The gray pair isn't looking bad for me. On the fence if I'm going to go for them or not. $225 price tag. Sheesh. So, yeah. And then this is 2024 stuff, apparently. I have seen it where we are going to be getting those military fours back. So, we're going to see how those do. Definitely probably will cop those. And I think these are supposed to be reimagined bread fours, not just the bread fours, but it looks just like the bread fours. But more to come on that for sure. And then I think, yeah, a lot of people are anticipating these I'm on my year 5s. I'm personally not impressed with them, to keep it 100, but that's just me. But we shall see as we get closer how this year ends, as far as like sneaker wise. So anything in particular that you guys are looking for before I get on up out of this thing? Y'all know I've been on this joint for over an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, definitely about to start wrapping things up. Appreciate y'all for coming, kicking it with the kid. definitely you guys were very active tonight, and that really means a lot. It definitely helps the live go down smoother. Looks like New York Dad is down to collab, so definitely we can get on here. We'll pick a topic, see what he wants to talk about. I'll talk with him behind the scenes, and if homie wants to move in, we do what we got to do. You know, if y'all want to see us, you know, come together, man. It's a lot of hate in the sneaker, not saying him, but just in general. It's a lot of hate that goes behind the scenes or just in the sneaker community as general. But, you know, it could be all love. And y'all know that's what I'm here for, all positivity. So I'm down to work with anybody, you know, as long as they're not trying to be disrespectful. Divine Photo says, I feel like the I'm on your fives are cool, but I don't know if they're worth going crazy over. Right. I'm on year, to me, in my opinion, since the threes, we only look at them because of the threes were so well done, so well, in my opinion. I'll speak for myself. That's the only reason I look for them is because they were done. The I'm on your threes did so well. You know what I mean? Divine Photo says the I'm on your fives might not sell out right away like the I'm on your 12s. The 12s didn't really sell out. They sold out, but yeah, I guess you're saying right. I get it. That's what you mean. That's exactly what you mean. Like the 12s didn't sell out right away, but they sold out, you know, what, in a matter of hours or maybe by the next day. But I think those joints set for at least a day or two. I know at least for over an hour when normally we see the on my years go like hotcakes. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I don't think the fives, they're going to sell, but I think if you put in the effort, I think you'll be able to cop. You know what I mean? If you really truly want them. Kwame says the 12s, but the the 12s but the outlet, I think the 12s made it to the outlet because there was a defect on them too, to be fair. But even if they didn't have that defect, and I want to say more so the white and burgundy colorway, once you like I think once you like walked in them or like that moisture from your feet, once they heat up a little bit, they bleed. So that's why they had that defect on them. Because remember they had like a little, like it was in writing, like in fine print of like, hey, this shoe is pretty much defected, this, that, and the third. Keva the Great says, it's crazy when up-tempo sell out faster than 12s. I mean, it was a collab though. The up-tempo was a collab with yeah, that was a collab. So I mean, and it was done right. Those lows were done right. I like those. But yeah, I saw people said, but I think the problem with that though, I think a lot of people wasn't anticipating them to sell out so quickly with that. You know what I mean? But I kind of figured they was gonna sell out. But I thought, honestly, if you went for them, you should have been able to get them. But from what I hear, them joints was actually pretty tough to cop. So yeah, I know exactly which ones you're talking about, most definitely. But yeah, been on this joint for an hour and 38 minutes. Let's see. Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love. Sign up for that sold out Discord. It is free to sign up at the top of the chat. You know, I will be back on Monday with another Music Monday. I am caught up in the comment section for the most part of all my videos, so that was something I wanted to accomplish today as well. More content on the way. Happy birthday to Dunk's girl. Hopefully they're celebrating and having a good one ashore. Hopefully he's able to hop back on Monday, but if not, hey, more power to us, because I know he eventually will be coming back on Wednesday for sure. Just not how long they probably going to be celebrating. But with all that being said, we also do have a holiday on Monday, but I will do a Music Monday for sure. But other than that, man, yeah, that pretty much wraps up tonight's live. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Smash the like button if you didn't do it already. Smash that joint. Really goes a long way. Sub up to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, man. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and I make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls. And of course, you know, I'll be back on Monday with Music Monday, and I got more content on the way. Other than that, man, appreciate everybody. This was a good one, and I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember.